Hey guys, thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today we're going to be talking about Chainlink. If you guys like this content, please subscribe to the channel, like it, and turn notifications on. So I actually did publish one of these graphs for Link a couple weeks ago, but it was slightly different. So last time I published this, I actually had the y-axis in terms of volume, which was in US dollars, of course, it makes more sense to show things in terms of the native token being traded. Obviously, there will be a very high correlation to the price, because as the price goes up, obviously the volume is going to increase because it's directly related to the price. So here what we're doing is we're showing the number of Link tokens traded on exchanges versus price. And we have a color-coded time dimension. I'm going to go ahead and play this as I explain things because it does take a while to get through it. So essentially here, every data point corresponds to 1 day. And you can see that early on, when Link was first created, it was really all over the place and trying to find its true valuation. And here we're basically in early to mid 2018, where it's basically oscillating between around 15 cents all the way up to a little over $1. But you can see that as we continue to move forward in time, it kind of narrows in. It gets more and more constricted. So right now we're still filling out this broader range of data, and as we continue to go in, it kind of moves into a very specific region. So you can kind of see it as we get into some of these lighter colors. You can see that they're mostly constricted to that central area. So this kind of helps put things in perspective as well. I mean, as we sweat these big percent gains and losses, looking at a graph like this, I think really helps put things in perspective. And here you can see that now we're getting into the yellow, and in the orange we are very constricted into a very narrow range of tokens traded versus price. And it's at this point, once we get very concentrated, is when we see this move up. So it was building support, it was accumulating in this very small range, it gained the support it needed to shoot up basically to the next level. And you can see that in between these two areas of ongoing accumulation, or whatever you want to call it, there's actually not a lot of data points. So you can see that there's a lot of empty space in there. And currently it looks like Link is filling out this upper region. But if you saw my video from yesterday, Ethereum, I showed it versus US dollars, not in volume, but not tokens traded, but it had gaps as well. So it basically had a lot of points down here, and then it jumped up a lot of points, and then it jumped up again. So currently, it does look like Link is doing something similar. It had a lot of data points clustered in this area, and as it moved forward in time, you can see that these things more or less spiraled into this point in this region. And then it was at this point that we saw a breakout and a large move up. So remember that in the crypto space, we'll spend a very extended period of time in a given region on these charts, and you can see these large moves in just a few days or a few weeks. So it's easy to miss them. Most of the gains in the altcoin market occur just a few weeks of the year, and then most of the rest of the year is just noise. That's pretty much how it typically works out. Of course, the same thing if it's a bear market, then it's just going, it might just be going down and not up. But you can see that Link does have a pretty healthy trend so far, and especially if we can continue to accumulate in this region and build out support, then maybe we can prepare ourselves for another push up this graph. Maybe to up to around $10 or so. That would obviously be a next huge target. I mean, obviously that would be incredible to accomplish, but we'll see. I mean, Ethereum. If you look at the Ethereum graph I posted, it might kind of give you some perspective on maybe where Link is in that current phase. I think that's it for this video. I'm going to keep it pretty short. If you guys like this content, please subscribe and check out the other videos. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Alright guys, that's it. Bye.